Have you heard about the alarming rise in deaths among Indian students in the United States? Today, we're going to delve into a deeply concerning issue that has been making headlines lately: the recent spike in deaths of Indian students studying in the United States. It's a topic that has sent shockwaves through the Indian community, both in India and abroad, as well as within the international student community in the U.S., leaving many questioning the safety and well-being of these young scholars pursuing their dreams in a foreign land. First, let's delve into the heartbreaking stories behind the recent deaths of Indian students in the U.S. Over the past few months, there have been numerous tragic reports of Indian or Indian-origin students losing their lives under heartbreaking circumstances in various parts of the United States. From hypothermia and accidents to suspicious shootings and violent crimes, the causes of these deaths have been disturbingly diverse, but the impact has been profound and far-reaching. According to data collected by organizations like the Foundation for India and Indian Diaspora Studies, FIDES, at least 10 such cases have been reported in 2024 alone, painting a grim picture of the challenges faced by this community. These incidents have raised significant concerns about the safety and well-being of Indian students studying in the U.S., prompting calls for action from various stakeholders, including universities, government agencies, student organizations, and the Indian diaspora. The recent spate of deaths has not only shaken the Indian American community to its core, but has also sparked fears among Indian families considering sending their children to study in the U.S. With an estimated 275,000 Indian students enrolled in American universities in 2022 to 23, and projections indicating that this number could reach a staggering million by 2030, the issue of student safety has taken on even greater importance and urgency. For many Indian families, the decision to send their children to study in the U.S. is a significant investment, both financially and emotionally. The allure of an American education has long been idealized as a pathway to prosperity and global opportunities. However, these recent incidents have cast a shadow of doubt, forcing families to grapple with the difficult question of whether the potential risks outweigh the benefits. Next, we are going to delve into some specific cases that have captured national attention and shed light on the diverse challenges faced by Indian students in the U.S., painting a stark picture of the harsh realities they confront. Case 1. Neil Acharya and Samir Kamath. Purdue University. Purdue University in Indiana witnessed two heartbreaking tragedies involving Indian students within a span of just 1 week, leaving the community reeling and demanding answers. On January 28, 19-year-old Neil Acharya, a promising computer science and data science student, was reported missing after a night out with friends. Despite search efforts, his body was found the next morning on campus, with the cause of death determined to be asphyxia due to cold exposure and alcohol intoxication. This incident raised troubling questions about the university's search and rescue procedures, as well as the safety education and resources provided to students, particularly international students who may be unfamiliar with the risks of extreme weather conditions and the potential dangers of alcohol consumption in such environments. Just a few days later, on February 5th, another tragedy struck the Purdue community when 23-year-old Samir Kamath, a doctoral student in mechanical engineering, was found deceased in a nearby nature preserve with a gunshot wound. While the circumstances surrounding his death remain shrouded in mystery, this incident shed light on the immense mental health challenges faced by international students, who often grapple with overwhelming academic pressure, isolation, and the stress of navigating a new cultural environment, thousands of miles away from their support systems. Case 2. Akul Dhawan. University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. The case of 18-year-old Akul Dhawan, an Indian-American student at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, highlighted the importance of preparedness and prompt action during emergencies, especially in extreme weather conditions. On January 20th, Dhawan was reported missing by a concerned friend after leaving their dorm in the early morning hours. Tragically, his body was found just 500 feet away from where he was last seen, nearly 10 hours later, with authorities citing hypothermia as a potential cause of death. Dhawan's father, Ish Dhawan, expressed his disbelief and frustration, questioning the university's response and the lack of urgency in locating his son, who was found so close to where he had last been seen. Case 3. Vivek Sani. Georgia. On January 22nd, 25-year-old Indian student Vivek Sani fell victim to a brutal and senseless act of violence in Lithonia, Georgia, where he was working part-time at a convenience store. The shocking incident, captured on surveillance cameras, showed Sani being struck nearly 50 times on the head with a hammer by a homeless man he had allowed to seek shelter at the store. This case not only highlighted the risks faced by international students both on and off campus, but also underscored the importance of safety awareness and the need for universities to provide comprehensive education and resources to help students navigate their surroundings and potential threats. It raised questions about the level of support and guidance provided to international students, who may be unfamiliar with the local culture and potential dangers in their new environment. Case 4. Muhammad Abdul Arfith, Cleveland State University. The case of 25-year-old Muhammad Abdul Arfith, an Indian student at Cleveland State University, took a disturbing turn when he went missing on March 7th. His parents, residing in India, were thrown into a state of panic and despair when they reportedly received a ransom call on March 21st, demanding $12,000 for their son's safe return. Tragically, Arfith's body was found on April 8th, raising concerns about potential targeted kidnappings and the vulnerability of international students, who may be perceived as easy targets due to their unfamiliarity with the local environment and potential language barriers. This case shed light on the need for heightened public safety measures and increased support networks to protect and assist international students in times of crisis. These cases, among others, have sparked discussions about the broader challenges faced by Indian students in the U.S., including issues related to mental health, safety awareness, cultural integration, and the support systems available to them during times of crisis. They have also highlighted the urgent need for collaborative efforts between universities, law enforcement agencies, and the Indian community to address these concerns and ensure the well-being of these young scholars. While these incidents have undoubtedly caused alarm and concern, it's important to recognize that there are steps that can be taken to enhance the safety and well-being of Indian students studying in the U.S. In the next section, we'll explore some recommendations and best practices that can help mitigate potential risks and create a more supportive environment for these students. For Indian students or those planning to study in the U.S., prioritizing personal safety and taking proactive measures to mitigate potential risks is crucial. Safety education and awareness should be at the forefront, as many foreign students may be unfamiliar with the potential risks they may encounter in a new environment, such as extreme weather conditions or prevalent crime rates in certain areas. Attending orientation programs and utilizing resources provided by universities can empower students to navigate their surroundings safely and make informed decisions about their well-being. Furthermore, seeking mental health support is essential, as international students often face unique stressors, including immense financial and academic pressure, combined with the challenges of adjusting to a new culture and being thousands of miles away from their support systems. Universities should prioritize providing accessible and culturally sensitive mental health services, and students should not hesitate to seek counseling or build support networks to combat feelings of isolation, anxiety, and depression. Implementing personal safety measures is also crucial. Avoiding walking alone, especially at night, keeping emergency contact numbers handy, and being cautious when interacting with strangers are simple yet effective steps that can go a long way in mitigating potential risks. Maintaining regular communication with family and friends back home is another important aspect of staying safe. Keeping loved ones informed about one's whereabouts and any potential concerns can not only provide a sense of security but also ensure that assistance can be sought promptly in case of an emergency. Building a strong support network within the Indian student community and cultural associations can also be invaluable. These organizations can provide a sense of belonging, offer guidance and mentorship, and serve as a platform for sharing experiences and addressing concerns collectively. By fostering a spirit of solidarity and mutual support, Indian students can navigate the challenges of studying abroad with greater resilience and a sense of community. Law enforcement agencies also play a vital role in ensuring the safety of international students. Establishing dedicated task forces to investigate potential hate crimes or targeted incidents against specific communities can help address concerns and foster a sense of security. Lastly, it is imperative for universities, government agencies, student organizations, and the Indian community to work together in a coordinated effort to create a safer and more supportive environment for Indian students pursuing their dreams of higher education in the United States. This collaborative approach should include enhancing safety education, improving search and rescue procedures, providing comprehensive mental health support, and addressing any potential hate crimes or discrimination against international students. The recent incidents involving Indian students in the U.S. have undoubtedly been alarming, but they also serve as a wake-up call for all stakeholders to prioritize the safety and well-being of international students. By working together, universities, government agencies, student organizations, and the Indian community, we can create a safer and more supportive environment for Indian students pursuing their dreams of higher education in the United States. Prioritize safety, take proactive measures, and seek help when needed. Together, we can create a supportive environment where every student thrives and reaches their full potential. Stay safe and informed. If you found this discussion informative and valuable, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up. Your support means a lot to us.